Hi everyone, it's Jerry. I'm going to do another set of puzzles on Puzzle Streak. If you'd like to follow along, feel free to pause the video as soon as I say white to move or black to move. I'm just going to hop right in and share my train of thought. Okay, here we go. Spend about 15 minutes on this. White to move. Let's see, I'm drawn to a check. Move one, and that simply seems to be the solution here. Picking up an unprotected rook. It's really the only vulnerable point in black's camp. Yeah, and this pawn is no problem. We have good coordination at the end. No way to take advantage of the unprotected rook on d1. So this is just a two-mover. Oh, did not expect this follow-up here. This puzzle continues. By the way, I should point out here, the starting rating here. 1996. So this one continues. Okay. All right. Oh, I guess maybe here. Yeah, I'm a bit stumped here actually. I didn't see Queen B2 and that it continues. I'm wondering, it seems, I don't know, for this rated puzzle, E5 seems a bit too slow. Huh, yeah, because this bishop is not around to help us out here. I mean, this is an idea as well. This bishop cannot help defending this pawn. Queen takes rook, pawn takes push. No, that seems way too slow. Huh, what am I missing? Oh, okay, hang on. I guess we go after f7. Huh. Okay, bishop e8. Going after this guy. Some mating attack. That must be what it is, because I'm not sure how we even track down this pawn. Yeah, I guess by elimination it's going to have to be this counterplay against the black king all of a sudden. All right. Yeah. Ooh. Tricky first start to this one. Didn't anticipate Queen B2. Okay. Moving on. Team white here. White to move. Let's see. We have a check here and here with the knight. Also a rook check here. I'm drawn to the G6 square. Oh, there we go. Actually, that helped me out here. So there's an overloaded pawn, we might say. So rook takes G6. Pawn takes knight E6 with the fork. And there we go. That should be it. Let me hang on for a second. Is there something more I'm missing? Is black gonna go with something else? I mean, the current state here, material-wise, we're down upon, but this seems to really be smashing through. Let me check here though. Rook takes pawn, king here. What exactly would my move be? Oh, there's rook takes d6 to follow if we need to get out of this situation where both the rook and knight are under fire. Okay, this should be it. Yeah, and that is in fact the way forward. A tricky fork on e6. Okay, let's continue. Black to move. I'm looking at these two moves for check. Pretty sure it should be one of them. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's this one. I'm first drawn to the one that's pulling the king a bit more forward. Yeah, it's going to be more vulnerable further, or the closer it is to our side of the board. So this one here, and then queen check on f4. Wherever the king goes next, we get this knight. And I think that should be sufficient. I'm going to go with that. Yep. And I'm not seeing any mate. So it should just be this idea to track down the knight. Puzzle solved. Okay. White to move. looking at this diagonal, some battery. Now we could take this guy. How also this point right here is appealing. There's a pin as soon as we play Queen G4, also a possible sacrifice. So if G6 we can take, eventually a mate on G7. Yeah, I think that this is it. Queen G4, G6, we take on G6 with the bishop. Whoops. Bishop. Any fancy move like bishop here isn't a problem. We could move the bishop, say discover check, safeguard our queen, and we get into G7. Here, G5, we could probably play queen H5 or even H4. I'd be more drawn to H5 into G6. And then we'd be threatening mate on both of these squares, connecting with the pawn and the bishop on G7, H7. Any fancy move here by black? Still thinking about the first puzzle, catching me off guard. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Go in for the mate. Yeah, we could just take the queen. Okay, puzzle solved on that one. Moving on. White to move. Let us see. We have a check here. This is the only move. If we go in for that. There's also maybe not a... Oh, yeah, there should be a rush. I was thinking maybe we start with this one. Looking for this move next, but the bishop can always move. Even if we get the bishop, the rook comes to life. We're down a piece currently. Down a light square bishop. So what's the forceful way? Check here. Another check. King takes bishop. Seems like he's just going to slip away. There's too many squares for the king there. Oh, I'm just seeing it now. Bishop check on A7. Bishop check on A7 with knight here. We're covering the light squares, defending the rook even if it's attacked. Yeah, this is a mate in 2. Should have seen that one, I believe, a bit sooner, but yeah. Was I the only one looking at the rook check on D8? Okay, moving along here. Black to move. Okay. Certainly, this is the number one move I'm looking at. Let's see, rook check. And where do we go from there? Not seeing a mate. Rook check, king in the corner, another check. We could eventually get both rooks here, and then the king would have to go to one of these two squares. Where's white vulnerable? I don't see how we could take advantage of the rooks. They're both unprotected. This seems like it's way too slow. We're down. Well, okay, I mean, we could win a pawn here, but is that really going to be enough? With an opposite color bishop position? I don't think so. Here's the thing. If we give a check on f2 and the king goes to a dark square, then we're cool with this check with an idea of then rook h2 or even rook h8 can be a move. So I should keep this rook h8 move in mind. The thing I don't like about it though, let's see, a check here. If we land this check, the king scoots over and then we have to react to this pressure against our rook. What in the world am I missing here? Also, this is a threat as soon as we go in for the attack. Landing a check here. Rook f2. Let's say king. Rook f2. Let's say king h3. What are we even doing there? We don't have the f3 square to work with. I'm not seeing this one. Rook f2, king h3, rook h8 check, king g3. And then what are we doing? The king is threatening the rook. Our bishop is under fire. Maybe give the check and then take the pawn? Maybe that's the way. Yeah, okay, this feels a bit on the slower side to be sure, but maybe it's important to play in that way because if we take here first, then this rook can play here and white is maybe close to exchanging a pair of rooks, which would make the uh, make it safer for the white king. I'm really not 100% on this one, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm not sure really what other first move to even consider. Okay, so it is that. Oh, okay. No, I just had a blind spot here. I was thinking after this, we're able to put the bishop on h4 right away. That's not true. So I'm guessing now we would insert bishop captures pawn. And then we have this idea of rook check and bishop here, which would be a mating idea. Although, oh no, we could actually afford. We can actually afford a quiet move, bishop d6, and how is rook h2 prevented? That must be it. Bishop d6. How do you stop rook h2? The bishop moving somewhere? Say here. I think there'd still be an attack there with the rook. So I'm going to put on bishop d6. Yeah, but I want to actually look at this one though. I'm a bit curious. Let's say the bishop does go back. Rook h8, king here, another rook check. So it is some kind of rook hunt. Multiple paths forward here. Another check. Yeah, okay. And eventually he's going to be kicked away from this rook on d3. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't see this follow-up quiet move. Now we can actually take time out and have this set up. Okay. Moving on here. White to move. All right, I'm drawn to this one right away. Two pieces, same diagonal. We got a light square bishop. And this is a check in the position. Oh, I'm seeing, there it is. That right there just helped me. So this guy's pinned. There's a check right here. Knight is actually controlling these two squares. The queen isn't always going to be on the g6 square controlling g5. So bishop here takes knight g5, check. Also important at the end of this, at the end of this sequence right here, this check, this rook is defended. So we don't have to worry about a back rank issue. So I believe that must be it. I'm not seeing what other first move to even consider. I'm going to put it on. We're down a full rook here, so we gotta go big, going for the king or the queen. And this should be the way. It is. That's a nice sequence. Okay, moving on here. Black to move. Okay. I'm guessing that this is gonna be we push this pawn. Not right away, but a variation where we advance this guy and it can't be stopped. And I do see the way forward. So first capturing, and then the back rank is vulnerable. And it's important we get there first. So if we exchange queens and then just say, push the pawn, this rook gets to f1. Although, hang on, we have a rook e1 move. So I'm pretty sure this is the first move, exchanging queens. And now I'm just trying to figure out which of these two moves is the correct one. I guess it is. I guess it's to push right away. Take, and then push. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hang on for a second. I could put this one on, but I like trying to still solve it right from the initial position. try and visualize it from the starting point. So the white rook is here. Queens are off the board. If we land the check, this is the first one I want to test out. If we land the check, king h2 only move. Pawn advance, the rook is not able to get behind. But where the rook can go is here. And then what are we doing? We could go here, but then the rook goes to f1. We could go here, but then the rook slides over. The rook is officially stopping our pawn. So therefore, I guess we can track this one down by elimination. It should be the pawn advance right away. Push. And now, if the rook goes to f1, we still push, and we're ready for this and then this. So actually inserting the check is helping the white king in this case. We want to keep that in reserve and just push the pawn right away. This one, I think how it's going to play out is rook f2, rook e2, king g1, and then we advance d2, give up the rook, and then get the queen, and it should be puzzle solved. I'm going to put that one on. We just push this guy straight away. Yeah, that's how it plays out. So let me just check this one out. If we do go with this check first, it should be zeros. And then push, because yes, this is the only save. Only way to stop it, here, here, or even rook f3. This is the more active, in fact, to get the rook behind the passed pawn. But both are saving at this point. Name of the game, this one, exchange queens, and just advance this pawn straight away. This is the other path, rook f1, push, and even if the rook goes here, we're here in time, landing a fork, getting a queen shortly thereafter. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. Feel free, as usual, to leave any feedback to this video in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe took a thing or two away from my train of thought. That's all for now. Take care. Bye.